Hello and good afternoon everyone. Myself Chandan. I am going to tell you about my life, my learnings, my lessons. For me, life is all about winning the game even after losing the toss. How many of you likes cricket? Good number. I am the one who not only likes the cricket but get inspired by the game. For me, life is similar like a cricket match where there are things that you can control, but there are things like toss, pitch and weather condition that is not in your hand. Life is like the same. There will be things that you can control and there are many things that you cannot control. I had also lost the toss in the game of life at age of 12 when I diagnosed with cancer. One hot summer day in June 2005 in a small village of Nalanda, Bihar, suddenly I got a fever, vomiting and started losing weight overnight. I spent 3-4 days at local clinic, but doctor couldn't diagnose and then they referred me to bigger center in Patna. I came to Delhi AIMS because my father was working here as a watchman. Yes, it was acute lymphoblastic leukemia, a type of blood cancer which is most common cancer in children. 28 days of admissions followed by 2-year long treatment journey, 8 units of blood transfusion, 3 cycles of chemotherapy, radiations, hair loss, loss of appetite, loss of education and many more things. Yes, this was my batting pitch in the game of life where I had to start well, keep the pace and play for the victory. Yes, there were supporting team around me as my cheerleading team and that's why I got the treatment and survived and standing before you. During those treatment years and the survivorship journey, I have learned many life lessons and I am going to share some of them with you. But before that, let me share some facts and figures about childhood cancer in India. Every year, about 76,800 children develops cancer, which is around 20% of global childhood cancer incidence. But for a country with 1.4 billion populations, this number seems very small. But shocking point here is that about 60% of those children are not making to the cancer center in the country. Only 40% are reaching to the cancer center and that's why survival rate for children with cancer in India is not more than 30% on an average. And I was the one who got the treatment, survived and I'm here today. I'm a survivor not because I won the war against cancer, but I'm also helping many others to fight against the war, against cancer. Enable them to manage their late side effect and empower them to give back to the society and thrive in our life together. During the treatment, I saw my father crying for the first time. My 65-year-old grandmother taking care of me day and night, despite even after doctor told us that the survival chances are very less in my case. Many of my family members told my father that I will not survive, so there is no point spending time, money and effort on me. There may be situations and there may be people around you that will try to pull you back, but my father and my grandmother belief was there and they stood by their belief that I'll survive. And that's where I have learned a very important life lesson. And that's why I decided to fight with the cancer and accepted the treatment as it is. And that lesson was, giving up is not an option. You have to face the situation and you have to win the game. At least you have to try. So that was my first lessons of my life that helped me to survive the cancer and lead a successful life today. And yes, this was my khata kholo moment. In a cricket, when players take their first run in that particular inning, it's a khata kholo moment. And why I'm saying that this was my khata kholo moment? Because that's when treatment gets started. Life is like cricket innings. What great players do in the difficult time? They set a larger goal to win the game or tournament and then try to achieve it step by step. Whether they try to build a partnership, settle themselves on the ground, and then try to achieve it step by step. I did the same thing. My larger goal was to win the game and survive from the cancer. But my short-term goal was to go back to my village, play cricket with my friends, rejoin the school, and start the education. Yes, this was my short-term goal. Setting some targets and achieving them is also important. It will contribute to the larger goal, and that was my second lesson, that setting a target is also important, and try to achieve whatever you do, try to achieve step by step. Take first step and then proceed for the next step. Before starting my treatment, doctor, and this lesson I have learned from my father. Before my treatment get started, doctor told my father that to arrange 3 lakh rupees and then they will start my treatment. And for a watchman, arranging a 3 lakh rupees in 2005 was very, very difficult task. But my father asked immediately from the doctor that how much they want immediately to start the treatment. A doctor told 25,000 rupees at least. And he was managed to arrange that 25,000 rupees because that was the short-term target for him, and the long-term target was like arranging a 3 lakh rupees so that I can continue the treatment for 2 long years. This played a very, very pivotal and significant role in my life, and that's why I'm here today. During my 28 days stays in hospital, I had lost the track that whether it's a day or night, because I was constantly getting the treatment. All the veins were blocked. You can see that no veins you can see on my hand because of cannula. All the veins were blocked. Then they put a central line from here to here, and that's how they were giving me a treatment. And many people who are getting a treatment of cancer, and that's how it's painful is. But I had decided to fight this war. So, and the hospital environment was very, very negative and depressing. But at the same time, I had to be happy so that I can win the war. So I decided to enjoy with the small thing, find a joy in a small thing, get inspiration from a small thing. So I started enjoying conversation with my grandmother, started enjoying conversation with the doctor, started enjoying conversation with the nurses, started doing a small thing like washing my utensils myself in the hospital, and that's how I survived for first 28 days in that scenario, that depressing moment, that negativity. Yes, and this was the moment when I was trying to settle down on the ground, trying to settle down with the game of the life. Yes, and this was my third learnings during my treatment. I was getting closer to the target, the small target with this. I'll go back to my village after 6 months and then I'll play cricket with my friends. The sort I was getting closer to my targets. Similarly, like if you remember the World Cup final when Kohli and Rahul were playing and building a partnership and we keeping our hope alive, and they were building a partnership or trying to get closer to the target. And suddenly Kohli got played on and the partnership got broken. Yes, I had also lost the partnership with my all friends. When I went back to village after 6 months of active treatment, no one was ready to play with me. No one was ready to talk to me because they were afraid that they might also get affected with the cancer because I had the cancer. And yes, this was another shocking moment for us, for me, for whole my family. At the age of 13, I decided not to go back to village again till I do something to remove the stigma from the society about childhood cancer. I came back Delhi, started a survivor group in 2006. Today, that survivor group has more than 3,000 cancer survivors across India, and they all are doing like me, they are all trying to remove the stigma from the society about childhood cancer and trying to spread a message that childhood cancer is curable. Sometimes these kind of incidents are like eye-opening for all of us, and it was for me also. And that's how my journey has started. And I call this journey as an accidental journey. And that's when I had also decided that I'll work full-time for this cause. So I am working full-time right now for this cause. We were kids, we were 13, we have started a survivor group with 5-6 members, and my wife was one of them. She is also a 2-time blood cancer survivor. We were kids with the good intention. We don't know what to do next, how to do next, when to do next, what to do. And that's when we realized that we need someone to guide us. And that was my 5th learning, that mentorship and coaching is very important, very important thing in your life, in anyone's life, to navigate with any difficult situation. If you remember that when cricketers are playing in the ground, the 12th man often comes with the coaching messages, because while you are playing on the ground, you don't have a helicopter view, so you don't understand the opponent strategy, and that's when the coaching staff and coaching members provide you insights, try to rectify your weaknesses, and that's what had happened to us also. We got a mentorship from Ms. Poonam Bagai and Ms. Sonal Sharma, who has founded India's largest childhood cancer society. Once the guidance started receiving to us and things started moving forward for us, we started meeting on Sundays. We have started writing the street plays on our own story. Everyone has faced some kind of stigma, so I started writing street plays on our own story and started playing at different places. And let me tell you that till now we have performed more than 5,000 street plays and flash mob to create awareness about childhood cancer in India. Now, the most important part of my life, when I got inspired by my passion and aspiration. My wife and then best friend proposed me, and we both were happy. We decided to go on a date. On the first date, what we did, we sat down and laid out 7-year plan, that how we are going to manage our life, how we are going to manage our family and friends, and most importantly, because we both are a cancer survivor, how are we going to manage our late side effect and our health. We were able to do this because we both have learned at very early age that importance of planning professional and personal life together. You can't plan your professional life and personal life in two different ways. You have to plan parallelly, and that's what we did. We also, during this whole scenario, we have also learned the importance of the team. I had decided, when I had decided that I'll do something to remove the stigma from society, I was alone. I had the capacity to do some things. But today we have a team of more than 3,000 survivors, and they are playing a big role. Without a team, you won't be able to achieve bigger things. You can contribute at the smaller level, but to do bigger things, you must have a team, good team with good intention, good purpose. Everything was going good. We were doing well. Our organization had recently celebrated 10 years of its foundation. And then in 2016, one of our survivor member, our dear friend, died. Within a 15-minute of incidents, he died. Whole group was shattered. What happened? Based on the investigation, we found out that he got a cardiac arrest at age of 22 due to the late side effect of his treatment. We were all scared. We were thinking that whether this will happen to us or not. What will we do if this thing happen to us? At that time, as a group leader, I gathered some strength, decided to do something about it. We met a lot of doctors, discussed about the stigma, discussed about the late side effect, how this happened, what this happened. We also did a small survey in our group, and it was surprise for me that more than 80% of our survivors were not even aware about the word late side effect. Then we realized that we need to do something so that we can aware our survivors about the late side effects so that they can be aware and they can manage it effectively. We designed a booklet called Passport to Life, through which a survivor can know and understand their potential late side effects. And it's a algorithm. We have developed an algorithm where, like, if you have received this drug in this much quantity, you may have these kind of late side effects. And that's how we developed that algorithm and booklet called Passport to Life. Today, more than 12 hospitals, including top private and government hospitals, using that booklet to educate their survivors about late side effects. With this, we have also learned that you can't win all the matches. You can't win all the games. Sometimes you will fail and you have to accept it. When you accept the failure, you get extra time to prepare for the next battle. And that's what we did in this case. We lost one friend, one survivor, but I'm sure we are going to save many more. Despite all the things, all the plus and minuses, me and Ritu got married in 2021 during the COVID, but as planned. We started bike riding because I have a passion for bike riding. We started bike riding, started YouTube channel, started having fun and everything. Here I also realized that having fun while busy schedule, busy professional life, it's very, very important for your mental health, to achieve your bigger goal in personal and professional life in both categories. So I'll conclude with a few messages. If you feel all has ended, everything is finished, even the darkest of the time, there is a ray of hope. For me, strong conviction, good planning, right mentorship, grit, and consistency help me not only survive, but helping others to fight this deadly disease called cancer. And I strongly feel if anyone here or in this world will practice this, will conquer the world one day. Thank you.